Yeah, so I hope that you hear me now. I think we will continue with this section of editors. So I guess some of you they already use editors in their computers in different operating systems. They might be in Windows or Linux or Mac, and um, and some of you may also use these editors with the command line or with a graphical user interface, but it's good to know which editors are good with command lines and which ones are good with the graphical user interface. So in this section, I'm going to explain a bit about the easiest editor that used with the command line, which called Nano, and the other one with the GUI, which called gedit. And before we continue and see what are these editors, maybe we can come with a short explanation for some tools or commands that used to display only the content of the files to avoid accidentally changing in the content of the files or modifying them. It's used only for displaying the content, which are less, more cat. Um, so cat command used to display the entire content of the file. More, it's used to display page by page, like scrolling down the file. Less is more advanced than more. You can scroll up and down through the files, and also you can do search through the file. To see the content of these files. Yeah, as my colleagues showed, that we have some exercise inside the pattern folder. Here I just try to display them. I added also one of the files with the many lines just to show how these three commands working. So let me just show that file. It's ls test. Sorry, it should be cat. If I want to display all the content of this file, I just put like many lines inside it to see the content. You can scroll through that. And also, if you want to use more with that file to scroll down the content, you can see it shows you 40% or so, and with the you can scroll down here. Oh, and maybe let's start with the list. Yeah, so you can scroll down or up to see the content of the file. Also, you can search with printing the slash, and you can try to search for anything inside the file. For example, you can just say anything here, let's say 50. Okay, so it will show you the thing that you are searching for inside the file, and you can quit by clicking on Q to go out of these commands. So these are three commands useful to display the content of the files. And if we continue to see what we have for editors, actually, as I mentioned in the beginning, Nano, it's the easiest one, and it's useful with the small files and for quick editing. And there is more powerful editors like VI, Vim, Emac, and yes. So let's now show how we can use Nano you can just simply print or type nano. Okay, so this will open nano editor with any file name if it is already existing, or if you want to create a new file, you can just write the name of the file that you want to create. So let's say we can just say new testing file. Let's say if it is text file. So you already will open Nano with this file. And if you want to add some contents to this file, let's say adding test text here, and so on. If you want to do some operations here, you can see in the bottom of the Nano window, there is multiple commands that you can use. For example, with the hat, the small hat in the bottom, you can press down X. This will help you to close the file with saving it if needed, and also you can do multiple process like copy, paste, and so on. So let's say now we created this a new file and we added some content. We want now to save it. We just press down on Control, and along with Control you can press X. Okay, so it will ask for saving, and you can print or type Y to accept saving it. Okay, now if we do ls, we're supposed to have this new file that we just created, which called a new test file. It's already there. But if you want to open already saved file, it's just by typing nano, and then you can write the name of the file that you want to open. Let's say test. With tab, you can complete the name of the file, and then you can just open the test file that you have. So if you see now, we have this file. Yeah. So this is the Nano editor. It is quite easy to use, and we have another type of editors. You can use it with the GUI. So since I am working at Chalmers in Alvis cluster, actually we stopped using ThinLink, but I have account in Tetralic. I can open it to show you how to use the GUI editors. And yeah, let me close the Nano first, and then show you if you want to open editor inside ThinLink. ThinLink. Okay, so here is my username inside ThinLink, and let me write my password. Okay. And now it's asking for the verification code. Let me just add it. Okay. Okay, so it's just remembering the previous windows that I was opening. So this is the remote desktop system, which called ThinLink. I think some of you using it, and if not, maybe you can create account later. Yeah, so if you look at this interface, you can find under the application accessories, you can find different editors. Okay. So you can find Emacs, GVim, and NeoVim, but I will show the text editor. Again, it's the simple one for the beginners. You can see it looks like Notepad, and you can see in the top corner, you can open files if you have saved before, and you can create new files from clicking on this icon. And also you can find a menu. You can do many things here, like saving and find and replace and so on. So this is the G editor that can be used, like it's used inside the GUI. Yeah, so here, of course, you can use the terminal inside ThinLink, and again, you can, let's just do clear. Again, you can use Nano or the other editors here, as I explained in my local cluster. Yes, so if we continue here with the editors, so this is what in this session, and here at the end you can see the summary of the key points that we had. Like there is a useful commands, less more cat, to display only the content of the file without modifying them. And yeah, we covered shortly the Nano and gedit, which are simple editors that yeah, can cover all the process that you need to edit files. So now let's continue with the